Varun, I will conveniently, put you out of the next question because you are happily married, recently married, and your marriage
Perks,
photo is
perks
all
of being
hearts.
married.
Like, love that picture. That is like, मुझे भी ऐसी photo खिंचानी है whenever the
Oh,
time comes.
that's so
It's
sweet. That's so
amazing.
sweet. That's so sweet.
Ankur, there's a very we were obviously going through your Instagram and it's this amazing photo. I'll show it to you. I hope you are able to see it.
Oh yeah,
Oh,
yeah, yeah, yeah,
good
yeah.
And
looks.
this is
Good looks.
So, the caption is what really touched me. It's like our first photo shoot together in 2014. I remember being so self conscious because I had no concept of how to pose in front of the camera back then. And add to that, my then constant desire to impress Anuja, who has always been so effortless. I was nervous to say that least. She makes me nervous sometimes, and I hope I still impress. It is so sweet. Like, it is just really all hearts as Varun's marriage photo, that I'm totally doing, like whenever time comes. But yeah, this is so beautiful. 2014 to 2022. I mean, a lot has happened, and now, of course, with Ankur Rathee, he has become this amazing actor. I don't think you're any more conscious in front of the camera or in front of the lady in your life. I'm in Delhi. Varun is in Bombay, and Ankur, you're in Atlanta. I would want to know. See, you can't get Delhi out of my head and heart, so I would really want to know in Delhi style. और बेटे जी इतना बड़ा नाम कर लिया, शादी कब कर रहे हो?
शादी देखो, शादी जून में कर रहे हैं हम। जून 15 की डेट निकली गई है अभी, तो 15 जून को कर रहे हैं। मैं ये कहना चाहूंगा कि कितना भी काम कर लो, एटलीस्ट मेरे एक्सपीरियंस में, वो इम्प्रेस करने की जो इच्छा है, इम्प्रेस करने के साथ वो जो फीलिंग है, जो घबराहट होती है, वो मेरी अभी गई नहीं है, कैमरा पे भी और अनुजा के साथ भी, क्योंकि कहीं ना कहीं I don't know, I really respect her. I think she's very good at her job, and I think she's a profoundly interesting person. And हालांकि I have a pretty high self-esteem, I still desire her. I won't say approval, but I'll say her intrigue. I want to make sure that I am an exciting addition to her life, not just. देखो होता है ना कि हम अपने पार्टनर के लिए हम सहारा बनना चाहते हैं. We want to be a constant source of love and a foundation of strength for them. And those things are very important. But uske saath saath, I also want to be exciting, and I want to make her feel infatuated and feel surprised. I want to still maintain some level of mystery. But 8 saal ke baad, that becomes a little bit more and more difficult because
Yes,
you know
yes.
each other so well. But yeah, I'm still nervous. I still try to impress her. Just yesterday, I went. उसने कहा था कि grocery store से उस पालक वगैरह लेके आनी है, दूध लाना है, ये वो लाना है. तो वहां था, मैंने सोचा कि यार वो घर आएगी, उसके लिए मैं फूल भी लेके आता हूँ. उसको पर्पल रंग के फूल बहुत पसंद है, तो मैं पर्पल रंग के फूल लेके आया. मैंने उनको काटा, वो वाज वगैरह निकाल के सजाया, यहाँ रखा. फिर मैंने सोचा नहीं, यहाँ नहीं, वहां रखता हूँ. And it's these small little things that I realize that help keep the excitement alive.
Yeah, spark alive. Yeah.
You won't believe that, 8 years later when she's coming home, I'm still looking, did she like it? Is she impressed?
Yeah.
Like, that's
Like
still
like
there.
a kid, yeah.
Like a kid,
Oh.
you want that. So I think she does the same for me, I hope.
Thank you. I really want to ask Varun this. What do you do to keep the spark alive? Of course, you're married now. And of course, marriage is another beautiful journey altogether, Abhi to matlab, there's...
I love how you're taking pressure off me. कि अब तो शादी होगी, अब तो chill करो यार. हो गया.
अरे शादी होगी, अब क्या रोमांस
क्या
करेगा
करोगे?
तू?
See, honestly,
शादी
try to
करनी
understand.
है.
I'm in that phase jahan I'm probably not even in Ankur's phase right now. So, of course, shadi hone ke, it's an achievement altogether, when you get married to the person you really like. But after marriage also, I would really want to know, in your married life, how do you keep the sparks alive?
Very similar. In fact, तूने फूल बोला तो मेरे को भी यहाँ right around the corner there's one. So the moment we shifted into this house, firstly, I wanted to know a flower shop close to my house because it's a thing. It's a thing between us since forever. If I would go to the airport to pick her up, which is again a thing.
Hmm.
कि अगर वो किसी भी टाइम आ रही हैं या मैं किसी भी टाइम आ रहा हूँ, the other person has to receive the other person, and it's usually flowers, or we tend to get into funny placards कि कुछ अजीब सा ही लिखा होगा placard पे to embarrass the other person. So and
Wow.
I've known Jasleen, that's my wife's name, since I was in the
Yes.
9th standard. So
Wow.
it's
Oh.
since forever, and I just love that I'm still in love with her, and I keep falling in love with her every day. It's not just something I'm saying. The constant need to impress her, the constant need to be as funny as she is, because she's hilarious. It just keeps me alive, I feel. And she does
Wow.
a lot. I think I love her.
Did you guys? Did you start dating?
This is so
Did you start
cute.
dating in 9th standard?
Yeah,
Or
I
did
would
you
want to
date
know
But then
that.
Jasleen?
I got posted out to some other place. Then I started
Marie,
sailing.
yeah.
So a long distance हुआ. Then we had a time when we weren't seeing each other. But then we came back. But I've known her since I've known myself in a way, man. Yeah.
You know
Wow.
what? I was just thinking about like the way you would phrase the question in a way कि यार अब तो शादी हो गई, अब क्या रोना है?
अब क्या करना?
But अब तो शादी हो गई यार, तेरे से क्या पूछूंगा मैं? But it's so funny because I similarly thought or feared that okay, marriage means settling down, and settling down means less romantic and more practical. But quite the contrary. I think girlfriend se mangetar bani, that was sexy. Be honest with you. Ab mangetar se patni banegi, like ye meri patni hai. That's kind of cool. I'm really excited about that transition.
Yeah, I love saying a sentence that says, that's my wife. I'm going back
That's
to my
my wife. That's my wife.
Yeah.
I love it.
You guys
Yeah.
are setting the bar so high. Like really, girlfriends and boyfriends out there will be watching this video. Will be like, you don't do this for me. आपने झगड़े रख दिए.
I think we just try and live up to the awesomeness that our respective girls are anyway.
Yeah.
So we're just trying to live up to that.
The threshold is quite high for people who will be watching, but thank you for setting such great examples. I mean, it's so adorable. I mean, people who are great actors and they're great men, not even people, they're great men. I mean, to their ladies, it's so good. I'm so impressed.